Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here on the Iron Thunder Racing Network. This is the Gutter Team Truck Series for the Iron Thunder Racing League. We're at Darlington. The Lady in Black, also known as Too Tough to Tame, getting ready. Trucks going out on the racetrack at the moment for qualifying. We'll get you right to it. We start the chase to the Season 5 Championship here tonight from Darlington Speedway. We'll take a look at the first few trucks out on the speedway at the moment. There is the Mountain Dew Chevrolet Silverado, the 88 machine, driven by Joshua Ball. Coming tonight, our focus will be on our top 10 drivers vying for that season championship. Let's see if we take a look at the 88 of Josh Ball. He is 5th in the standings coming into the night. He's 16 points behind first, your leader, Will LaRue, with 2 wins this season. Josh Ball did not score a win in the regular season, but however, he is in on points, sitting in the 5th spot. Take a look at our points leader coming into the night. There is the 55 LaRue Motorsports Chevrolet of Will LaRue. 2 wins in 5 starts, 5 top 5s in his first 5 starts of the year. For Will LaRue is his teammate John Swackert. He'll go 4th from the standings. He currently sits on top of the board as Storm Patterson just knocked him off that Nebula Esports machine. That Toyota Tundra going a 29.148. There is a 38 of Roger Devold on the speedway. Your 3rd place in points coming here tonight. 3rd in points, as he'll make his way around Darlington Raceway. Up in that top groove, we'll see these trucks get real close to the wall here tonight. See if how many we can work out 2 distinct grooves here. That dotted white line in the picture there, that is the bottom of the racing surface. A whole lot of asphalt here and not a lot used. As the 38 of Roger Debo makes his way down the bowling back straight away into turns 3 and 4. 9th quickest on his first lap with a 29.402. Will come across the stripe and get the checkered flag. Looks like 29.358 going to be his quickest time. Good enough for the 8th spot. John Swacker, as I mentioned, runs in the qualified in the 2nd spot. 54 of Matt Cherry on the speedway, trying to get as much as I can. He is currently 6th in points coming into the night. Ready to put his first lap down. Storm Patterson still holding on to that top spot. Across the line, Matt Cherry. His first time good enough for 17th. A 29.90 with a 3, a 2.9903. 17th fastest for the 54 of Cherry. He'll get the backstretch retaining wall. That'll probably dub his 2nd lap, but we'll check it and see. We'll stay right along with him. Contact again. His 2nd lap going to be trash. We'll go to the 25 machine of Brendan King Kloosterhoos, sporting the JCOM colors. Kloosterhoos coming in tonight, 9th in points, 18 points out of the top spot. Kloosterhoos 5 starts, 1 top 5, and 3 top 10s his effort in the first 5 races of the season. Tonight is race number 6 and the start of the chase. His first lap of 29.409. Can he get better on the second? Second lap not going to be any quicker. 12th fastest for Brendan Kloosterhuis. The 29.40 with a 9. 2.9409. Brendan Kloosterhuis. And that's going to wrap up qualifying. Storm Patterson on the pole for our Darlington 127 at Darlington Raceway in beautiful Darlington County, South Carolina. Sun setting off of turns 3 and 4. We're going to get the lineup going here momentarily. Give the leaders a chance to grid. Try to walk you through that starting lineup just as soon as we can get our leaders on the grid here. There is the look at your pole sitter. The Nebula Esports Toyota Tundra starting on the pole here tonight. In the inside of row number 1. Outside of row number 2, the 1 LaRue Motorsports Chevrolet Silverado will be John Schweikert. For row number 2 to the inside, we'll find the LaRue Motorsports 55 of Will LaRue. To the outside, it'll be a newcomer, the 47 of Dustin Franklin. Row number 3 to the inside, we'll find the 2 Coffee Grinds Chevrolet. That'll be Justin White in the 2. To the outside, it'll be the next quick 74 Chevrolet of Brian Wertman. Inside of row number 3 to the inside, we'll find Carolina native the 88 of Josh Ball. To his outside in the Navy, Amsoil Chevrolet Silverado the 09 of Dave Matson. Inside row number 5, we'll find the 38 of Roger the Bulldozer Diebold. And his Ford entry. To the outside will be the 43 of Kelvin Mosier in the Hooters Chevrolet. He will start in the 10th position. Inside row number 6, we'll find the 66 Footwear Screen Printing Chevrolet Silverado. That is John Garrett. To his outside will be the 25 JCOM entry of Brendan the King Kloosterhuis. Row number 7, we'll find the 15 of Tresnant. To the outside, the 05 of Bailey Curry. Row number 8, Matt Jorgensen, a newcomer, in the 15th spot. To the outside, and in the 9 out of New York, Adam Schroen. Row number 9, the 54 of Matt Cherry. To his outside, the 29 of Elaine Hughes. For row 10, it'll be Zach Kreiser. To the inside. To the outside, it'll be the 87 of Raymond Rittenauer. Row 11, we'll find the 33 of Josh Cully. To the outside, it'll be the 89 of Matt Quick. Row number 12 to the inside, the 69 of Matt Hendrick. To the outside will be the 35 of Sawyer Ott. Brandon Gregory scheduled to start 25th. Drivers electing pace. Car is in. We'll make that crawl over. Come to the attention of the flagman. We're getting ready to kick off the Darlington 127 is green. Race number 6 of season 5. The chase is on for the championship of the Gutter Team Truck Series. Dive off into turn number 1. Oh, already contact. The leaders, top 4, getting swirly. Storm Patterson trying to hang on to it. Justin White bounces it off the wall. No words for wear. Caution. Caution out on the speedway. Caution out on the speedway. As the 6 of Storm Patterson crossed up over the 1 of Schweikert. You see the damage on the side of that 6 machine. All right, side damage on that machine as well. WE Sports Toyota Tundra. That'll turn the lead over to the one of John Swackert. We're 2 laps into this 93 lap affair, and caution already on the speedway. Try to back it up and get a quick replay. And a replay of the restart here going down into turn 1. The 6 did not stick. Took it across the front of the one of John Swackert and still trying to hold on to it. Right up in front of 2 of Justin White. Nowhere to go. Trucks in the back of the field. Making contact with the outside wall as well. The caution comes out at a good time. Guys were still trying to gain positions through all of that. And really could have had a big one. On pit road, Justin White, Brian Wertman, Storm Patterson, Tressenot, Josh Kelly, Zach Kreiser, Matt Quick, and Ray Rittenauer. Like the 46 of Matt Jorgensen did not make the start. We'll keep an eye on that machine. He is on pit road in the 23rd position, 1 lap down. There's a look at the 46 truck. Like he may have let's see, I believe the 46 was on pit road at the time. Nope. There we go. Trying to get a replay of the 46. Bear with me, camera doing having a mind of its own here. Apologize, and apparently replay will not show through. See if we can get a word with Patterson. There we go, 1 to green. We'll finally get this straightened out. Do apologize. Maybe we can get a word a little later with Storm Patterson, possibly listening in. Do apologize, having a little bit of issues here. Got the Josh Kelly fan club tuned in tonight. Appreciate you as always. We're getting ready to head back to the green flag at Darlington 127, getting ready to get back underway. There's a look at your leaders. The 2 Little Room Motorsports Chevrolets will headline the front of the field as we return back to the green flag action. Green is in the air, and we are back underway. Restart here at lap 6 of 93. Little Room Motorsports shooting ahead of the field. Their 2 trucks lead the way. 47 Dustin Franklin getting a little swirly. He'll fall in line along with the 38 of Roger Diebold. Diebold will tag in behind him as he runs into 5th spot. There is Brendan the King Klooster, he rides in the 6th spot. in that JCOM 25 Chevrolet. Roger Diebold sporting that blue oval on the grill of his F-150. Take a look back at your pole sitter, the 6 Nebula Esports machine of Storm Patterson, making his way around the 66 of Garrett, on with Brian Wertman. Back up front to your leader, John Schweikert, 7 laps led early in this one. We continue to roll along. Field now pretty much single file side, nose to tail, no side-by-side racing at the moment. Drivers settling in here, getting ready to click off some laps. Walk you through that one more time. Let's take a look at the point standings as they run right in the moment. Their leader, Will LaRue, first in points, the 33 of Josh Cully. Take a look at that machine. He rides right now in the 15th spot. Qualified in the 20th spot. Second in points is Roger Diebold. Just talked about him moments ago. There he rides in the 38 in the 5th spot, trying to hold off Kloosterhuis. He is third in the point standings coming into the night. John Schweikert, your leader, of course, is number 1. And his number 1 machine is in the 4th spot. Josh Ball comes in 5th. Matt Cherry, Storm Patterson, John Garrett, Brendan Kloosterhuis, and Brian Wertman, your 10 chase drivers. Get back up to the front. You see the distance between the top 2. About a half a second back. Take a look at the 43 of Kelvin Mosier. On the move now on the Fort Worth screen, printing 05. Bailey Curry going to go around the outside. Curry will go to the 8th position. Bailey Curry on the move. Curry qualified in the 14th position. Curry up to the 8th spot. Storm Patterson and that Nebula Esports machine picks off 2 more spots. He'll move up to the 10th spot. Gets around the 35 and 54. Fast truck here tonight. Can that damage? Will that damage be a factor? So far, he's looking pretty good. But get our next caution break. We'll look to get a word with Storm Patterson. Lap 14 up on the board. The 1 of John Schweikert, still your leader, is led from the drop of the grid, or from lap 2 on. Actually credited with leading the first lap. There's a look at Josh Ball in that 88, sizing up. 55 of Will LaRue. I do apologize, that 55 machine's numbers not showing up tonight. Trading paint issue, I do assume. We'll look at the across the start finish line here for lap number 16 of 93. 78 circuits remain. Two biggest movers so far. Bailey Curry, Brendan Kloosterhuis, so want to throw in there. Josh Cully, who's closing in on the back door of the back cherry machine. He's closing in on the 12th position. Currently 13th, started in the 20th spot. Take a peek at the 33 and at Wilson Farms. CRT Small Engine Repair, strutmasters.com, sponsoring that Chevrolet Silverado. Carrying the Wilson Farms color tonight. He'll look inside of Cherry down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Turns 3 and 4 here at Darlington Raceway. A lot tighter than 1 and 2. Track was originally built. Back straightaway was the front straightaway. Now, over time, new grandstands were built, and the front straightaway was switched with the backstretch. And the reasoning for turns 3 and 4 being so much tighter is they had to avoid a pond that was already on the property when they built the speedway. So to avoid going through the pond and having to dig it out, cover it up however they would have done it. Turns 3 and 4 a lot tighter, and at the time was the first and second turn. But modern day Darlington Raceway 3 and 4 is what we know it as. There's Will LaRue and the one of John Schwackert. Josh Ball has fell off the pace of 55 of LaRue. Currently running solidly in the 3rd spot, but about a second and a half back from your second place runner to 55 of Will LaRue. They put lap 21 on the board. 73 circuits remaining here. Everybody pretty much strung out. Caution on the speedway. Oh no, tough break. The 05 of Bailey Curry. That machine sets at the bottom of turn number 1. Let's get a replay here. Oh, 47 of Franklin involved as well. We'll back it up even further. Here we go, get a replay here. Oh, 47 of Franklin. Tied up with the 25 of Kloosterhoos. And man, the 6 of Storm Patterson getting on the binders there. Let's go back and get a replay from the cockpit of that 6 machine and see how he saw all this unfold in front of him. Little tap of the wall, but avoided calamity. He'll go back to pit road along with your leader on pit road now. Everybody in the top 10 coming down except for Kelvin Mosier. Brian Wertman's going to stay out on the speedway. Kelvin Mosier, Brian Wertman, and Lane Hughes. We'll turn the lead over to Kelvin Mosier. Let's see if we can see who's going to win that race off of pit road. And just as soon as pit road is clear, or the 6 of Patterson clears pit road, we'll try to get a word in with him. Storm Patterson is Grissom up in the booth. Yes, Grissom up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Alrighty, man. Had a bad fast truck in practice. Had that carry over into qualifying. and led this field to green down into turn one. Didn't quite stick like you wanted to. Walk us through what happened there in turn one.
Yeah, I mean, we brought a really fast Nebula Esports Toyota Tundra towards practice and qualifying. We got on pole and we were P1 in practice. And yeah, just in turn one, I didn't practice entering turn one all practice, and yeah, it just I'm not quite sure what happened. When I kind of looked at it for about 5 seconds, but it kind of looked like John kind of held his line, which is perfectly fine. I just kind of hit the apron to kind of try and clear him. Came back on the track, expected him to give me a little bit of room. Didn't get it. It is what it is. We marched through the field. We're up to P8. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. I know a few cars stayed out here, and hopefully we can get back up there with John and Will there and battle it out. I think we still have some speed in the truck. But yeah, I mean, she's beat up, but you're never going to escape it without a little bit of damage. So we'll move and try to see what we can do.
Most definitely, that's why she's known as Too Tough to Tame and the Lady in Black. Good luck the rest of the race here. We'll continue to watch you work your way back through the field. Truck does look like it's still got some good speed despite the damage. Good luck, and maybe we'll be talking to you here in just about 69 more laps.
We'll try. We'll try.
All right, man. Have a good one. Good luck.
All right, you too.
That was the driver of the 6 Nebula Esports machine of Storm Patterson, restarting in the 8th position. Or, excuse me, now after the driver decided to head back down pit road, looks like he's going to restart in the 6th spot. There's a look at the front row. The 74 of Brian Workman will lead the field back to the green flag, along with the 09 of Dave Matson. He'll start to the outside of row number 1. John Schwackert, Will Rue make up row number 2. Row number 3 will be Roger Diebold and Storm Patterson, the Nebula Esports Toyota on the outside. Brendan Klusterhus and Commissioner Sawyer starting back there in the 4th row. Pace car off to the safety of pit road. All in the hands of Brian Workman and that 74 Nesquik machine. He'll drop the hammer. The green flag is back out, and John Schwackert already showing the speed in that truck as he is all over the tailgate. Oh, Will LaRue will come across the nose. And we've got a caution. Let's get a replay. Take a look at the 55 of Will LaRue. Comes down across the nose. It looks like Will LaRue going to save that machine, but caution comes out on the speedway. Brian Workman will still hold on to that top spot as we're under our 3rd caution of the night here on lap 2793. And a good job by the 55 of Will LaRue. Let's get one more look here at that save. There it comes down across the nose of the 38. Had that 55 LaRue Motorsport machine all hung out. He'll hold on to control of that machine. Like he'll drop back, being scored now in the 6th spot. Their leader, Brian Workman, coming down pit road along with Josh Kelly, Bailey Curry, Dave Matson, Ray Rittenauer, Matt Quick. That puts the lead back over to the 1 of John Schwackert in that LaRue Motorsports Chevrolet. Storm Patterson back on that front row. He'll restart this one on the front row in that Nebula Esports Toyota. Do a quick rewind here for the season. Started all off September the 14th from iRacing Super Speedway, which saw Matt Quick take fast time. Josh Cully getting the win. 29 entries show up. Our first race of season number 5. September the 21st, we headed to Charlotte Motor Speedway to the Charlotte Road 69 on the Roval. Will LaRue swept the week with the pole and cashing in on the win. September the 26th, Twin Ring Motegi Oval, the Motegi 155. LaRue Motorsports teammate John Schwackert grabbed the pole. Will LaRue took home the checkers. Tuesday, October the 5th, the battle at Bristol. We laid down the red clay, put 82 laps on it, and we saw Storm Patterson sweep the night there. Fast time and took home the win. And last Tuesday, October the 12th, we rode on down to Talladega, Alabama, to Talladega Super Speedway. The Talladega Show Me Your Dega 159. Matt Quick with Quick Time and Matt Cherry taking home the checkered flag. Set us up for tonight's action here at Darlington Raceway, the Darlington 127. Currently working lap 29 of 93. This will be the 30th lap of the night. 64 laps remain here. Our third caution for 12 laps thus far. Get the restart here on lap 31. Next Tuesday, October the 26th. We'll leave there with 4 championship drivers. Go to Richmond Raceway for the Richmond 125. And we'll end season 5, the Gutter Team Truck Series Championship 150. Atlanta Motor Speedway, Tuesday, November the 2nd. Ready to restart here. Lights have been extinguished around the racetrack. Lights off atop of the iRacing.com official pace car. Ready to see it duck off to the safety of pit road, and we're getting ready to come back to action. Inside car has to be within 1 car length of the control car, which is the one of John Schwackert. And thus he was the 6 of Storm Patterson. Will try to fend off that 55 of LaRue. He will. 38 of Roger Debo going to get around at 55 as well. Put LaRue back to the 4th spot, excuse me. Running in the 5th spot will be the 88 of Josh Ball on that Mountain Dew Chevrolet. Riding in the 6th spot, Brendan Clutch, Dustin Franklin back up to the 7th spot. Adam Schroen 8th, 9th will be Ryan Workman. Sawyer Knott rounds out the top 10. His Gutter Team Chevrolet all the way from Macomb, Mississippi. See him getting a little swirly down the back straightaway. Getting ready to put pressure on the 47 of Dustin Franklin. Fresh off of pit road. Here comes the 74 Brian Workman, the next quick Chevrolet getting down on that apron. Adam Schroen having trouble with an outside retaining wall. Bailey Curry with damage from an incident earlier on in the race. Making his way back up through the field, currently scored in the 13th spot. Excuse me, looks like he has now gained up to 11th on the move. That truck still has speed in it. He'll look to best his position once again in turn number 1. He'll tip the apron, and the Darlington slide job is in effect for the 05 of Bailey Curry. He'll have his hands full. The 09 of Dave Matson all over the tailgate. Trouble for the 74 of Workman. He bounced it off the wall 2-3 times. Now on the apron of the speedway. Coming to a slow. Out of turn number 4, he'll work his way down the front straightaway. He is going to try to come back to speed here. That truck damaged heavily. There is a look at your leader, John Schweikert, 35 of 93 complete. Schweikert has led 29 laps, make it 30 this time by. Running in the second spot, we'll find a Nebula Esports. 6 of Storm Patterson. Roger D. Bolden, the 38 machine. He'll ride in that third spot. Will LaRue holding on to the fourth spot. Josh Ball rounds out your top 5 of the Mountain Dew Chevrolet. Your leader, John Schwacker, a 1.5 second lead over the second place of Storm Patterson. Is 6 Nebula Esports machine. $38 laps on the board, 56 laps to go this time by for Schweikert. Let's work around the speedway, see if we can find any battles going on. There's a look in the screen at the top. 8 trucks all on screen right now. Single file nose to tail. Rue and Diebold. Running in the third and fourth spot. Roger Diebold able to work his way to about a truck length and a half, maybe 2, between he and Will LaRue. So far, the class of the field been that one of Schweikert has led 33 of the 39 laps here at Darlington Raceway tonight. At the drop of the green flag, we saw 69-degree ambient temperature, track temperature at a 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Partly cloudy night here in Darlington County, South Carolina. Again here, 55 of LaRue, 38 of Roger Diebold working his way into the camera frame. There's a look at the 88 of Josh Ball, holding on to the top 5. Kloosterhoos on the outside looking in. He'll try to run down that 88 of Ball. Ball has his sights set on the 55 of LaRue. Everybody right now content to ride. No real battles anywhere on the speedway. Trucks spread from one corner to the other. Out of turn number 4, the one of John Schweikert. He'll get ready to put lap 43 on the board. 51 laps to go. Also holds the fastest lap of the race. Came just about 10 laps ago, the 29 at 2:26. 29:226, fastest lap of the race. Coming on lap 33 for John Schweikert. 3 lead changes tonight so far. Schweikert getting ready to close in on a newcomer who has not had the best night so far. 4 laps down, Mount Jorgensen in the 46 City Chevrolet Silverado is. Schweikert will have to navigate slower traffic. Jorgensen up on that wall. Jorgensen will go to the bottom as the rest of the top 5 will file above him, giving ample room to lead lap cars. Unfortunately, Jorgensen's first night out so far finds him 22nd in the field, 5 laps down. Trestonite also in the 21st position. 3 laps down. Quite sure what happened with Tristan. Those two the only trucks 1 lap down so far. As Tristan Ott going to take his CA cattle machine on the pit road here on lap 46. Next truck in danger of losing a lap will be the 74 of Workman. About half a straightaway in front. Just out of camera view of the one of John Swackert. That 1.5 second lead cut down now to just under a second. You've been 24 laps, make it 25. These trucks have seen pit road and they have a battle for that second spot. Here comes Will LaRue, or excuse me, a 38 of Roger Diebold. He'll take over that second spot. Storm Patterson was able to hang on to it. A handful of laps there. Maybe 2 handfuls since that last restart. About 20 some laps, give or take a few. Now looks like some of the speed coming out of that 6 machine. As he's under fire now from Will LaRue. LaRue to the bottom, high side goes Patterson. Patterson trying not to go away quietly. He'll have to go back on the defensive. Josh Ball hungry behind him as we are on the halfway lap. Half of this race already gone. Work you through the running order as we sit right now looking at 4th and 5th place. Josh Ball gonna look to the inside of the Storm Patterson. Can't quite get it done. Can he make a move down the back straightaway here? Not gonna do it into turn number 3. Is your 5th and 6th place runners. In the 7th spot will be for the 6th spot, Brendan Kalustra, who's in that 25. Just out of camera frame there. Running in the 7th spot will be Sawyer Ott, Dustin Franklin 8th. 9th will be Dave Matson, Bailey Curry 10th, Matt Cherry 11th, 12th, Zach Kreiser, John Garrett 13th. Kelvin Mosier rides now in the 13th spot. 14th will be Zach Kreiser, Matt Quick 15th, 16th Adam Schroen, Josh Kelly 17th, Elaine Hughes 18th, 19th will be Brian Wertman. Ray Rittenauer scored in the 20th spot. That truck now 5 laps down. Bessidant 5 laps down in 21st, 22nd, 9 laps down. Be Tristan Ott, or excuse me, Matt Jorgensen scored 23rd, 35 laps down to 2 of Justin White. Fortunate damage on that machine. We've got a battle brewing for the lead. To the inside, here comes the 38 of Roger the Bulldozer Diebold. Can't make it stick down on the white dotted line. Go back in line in that 2nd spot. Will LaRue ready to chomp as well. 38 of Roger Diebold. That's got to be a grimacing sight to look in your mirror. All those teeth smiling back at you. And the nickname the Bulldozer. Lap traffic getting ready to play another factor here. Berkman will go to the bottom of the speedway. Will stay on the bottom of the speedway, down the back straightaway. Looks like your top 3 going to navigate their way around that Nesquik Chevrolet safely. We'll continue to roll on. Top 3 knows the tell. Diebold now will take a look. He'll take a peek, pull alongside down the front straightaway. And that lap 54, should go to the 38 of Roger Diebold, his first lap led tonight. Diebold making the charge for the night qualifying position. And he'll find a lead here on lap 54. 2 teammates working good together there. Schwackert steps out of the way, and Will LaRue right on the tailgate of that 38 of Roger Diebold. We'll put 55 laps down 39 laps left here. 33 laps since most of our top 10 has seen pit road. Warren Patterson now has fell back to the 5th spot, trying to hold on to the top 5. The outside looking in, Brandon the King Kloosterhuis, aka Old Klooster. Here goes the battle for the 3rd spot, the 88 of Josh Ball, side by side with John Schwackert. He'll make that pass into turn number 1. Schwackert right back on the tailgate of that Mountain Dew Chevrolet. Schwackert's tires may be going away from the handling on that truck. Not as good as it was when we started. About 20 laps on those set of tires on this last green flag run. Lane Hughes bouncing it off the back stretch retaining wall right in front of your leaders. She'll stay on the apron of the speedway as the top 2 storm by on the outside. She will continue to the bottom of the speedway. Lane Hughes now, the first truck 1 lap down in the 18th spot. Here's a look at the top 2. Like Bailey Curry gonna give up. He'll go to pit road. That truck will be the first truck 1 lap down. Possibly see the beginning of green flag stops. Scanning team radio. Take this time to thank the Gutter team, Mr. Tony Constantino, for his sponsorship of the Iron Thunder Racing League Gutter Team Truck Series. Josh Kelly on pit road along with Dustin Franklin. Storm Patterson will come down pit road along with John Schwackert. Brendan Kloosterhuis as well. Green flag pit stops underway here. With 33 laps remaining, 61 laps complete. Here comes Will LaRue on the binders. He'll peel off and come to pit road. Tricky pit road for green flag stops. They'll put Roger Diebold pretty much on the track by himself. The only other 3 cars on the lead lap: Sawyer, Matt Quick, Kelvin Mosier. Only other 3 cars on the lead lap that decided to stay on the speedway. Storm Patterson down and away. Here comes your leader. He'll come pit side here on lap 63. We'll have to see how it all cycles back through. Turn the lead over to Sawyer and the 35 Gutter Team truck. And Thunder Racing Network on the side of that truck as well. How long the commish will stay out. He is going to pick right now. He will go to the pit road. Watch it cycle back through here. Scored as your leader this time by the 89 of Matt Quick. He'll work down the back straightaway. Definitely believe everybody should be able to make it from here. At least everybody inside that top 10. Maybe the exception of Bailey Curry. He pitted 7 laps ago. 36 laps since Matt Quick has been on pit road. Kelvin Mosier gives up that second spot. He'll come to the attention of his crew on pit road. And how long can Quick stay out on the racetrack? Quick 22 seconds ahead of Will LaRue. And he'll jump on the binders after 37 laps and come pit side. That'll turn the lead back over to the 55 of Will LaRue. Storm Patterson in an outside wall. John Schwackert to 54 of Matt Cherry going around. He'll hit the inside wall. And might have been a saving grace for the 6 of Storm Patterson. Well, let's see how that all transpired. The 29 of Elaine Hughes, the 9 of Adam Schroen get together. Oh, Elaine Hughes gets up into the 9 of Adam Schroen. There's another look here. Up the racetrack, Roger Debold right in there. Storm Patterson on the binders. He'll bounce off that outside wall. And all that chain reaction here. Let's watch John Schwackert. 54 of Matt Cherry getting on the binders to avoid the 6 of Storm Patterson. Realized at the last moment that one of Schwackert was to the outside and just could not get that truck back straight. Don't look like much damage on the 54 machine. We're back under caution for the 4th time tonight. Ryan Wertman go back to the lead lap. Work your way through your top 10 here at the moment. Will LaRue, your leader, followed by Josh Ball, John Schwackert, Roger Debold in the 4th position, Bailey Curry up to 5th, Brendan Kluserhuis rising to 6th spot. 7th will be Matt Quick. Storm Patterson gives up that 8th spot. He'll come to pit road, so running in the 8th spot will be Sawyer Ott. Running 9th, John Garrett. Zach Kreiser rounds out your top 10. Take a quick moment and we'll be right back on the Iron Thunder Racing Network. Welcome back to Darlington Raceway, live on the Iron Thunder Racing Network. And as you see it, the field lined up 2 by 2, nose to tail. Lights out around the racetrack. We're getting ready to go back to the green flag here. Field working its way down the back straightaway. Will LaRue, the 88 of Josh Ball to the outside. Inside, number 2, the 1 of John Schweikert to the outside. The 38 of Roger D. Bold. Row number 3, Curry and Kalusterhoos. Row 4, Quick and Garrett. Pace car off. Will LaRue jumps on the loud pedal. We're back green.
Green.
7. Oh, the 25 of Kalusterhoos bounces it off the wall. 2 of LaRue Motorsports, top running machines, back out front. Once again, the same picture that we've seen the majority of the season happening once again. LaRue Motorsports run 1 and 2 at the front of this field. It is Will LaRue leading in the 5.5 machine. Bailey Curry back here in the 05. Oh, Dave Matson in the 09. He'll save it, but he got that truck sideways big time on the front straightaway. That front 10 trucks will go back single file. There's Matt Cherry, Josh Cully. Valley right now. Dave Matson got it all figured back out. Bill LaRue stretching his legs up front here at LaRue Motorsports Chevrolet Silverado. 88 of Ball and Diebold run 3rd and 4th. John Garrett slipped back quick. Already back there to the 9th spot. Getting ready to give up the top. Running in the 10th spot now. Got Kreiser bouncing it off the wall. Warren Patterson trying to rebound after that terrible restart. Had to avoid calamity in front. He's now settled into that 6th spot. Going to work on the tailgate of that Fort Worth 05 of Bailey Curry. Back to the front. Will LaRue still leading John Schweikert. Josh Ball and Roger Diebold still holding on to the 3rd and 4th spot. Bailey Curry gives up the 5th spot. Pressure tires on the 6th Nebula Esports machine. He'll go. Matt Quick going to go around the 05 of Curry as well. That damage may be playing a factor, along with five to 6 lap older tires. Check back in with our leader one more time. Bailey Curry still having some trouble. Nothing changing here. Curry in the 05. Getting ready to have the pressure put on by Kamish out of McComb, Mississippi in the 35 gutter team truck. Fort Worth Screen Printing, Iron Thunder Racing Network. On the side of that Chevrolet Silverado. Is 7th and 8th place. 33 of Josh Cully. Just behind him in the 9th spot. Dave Matson holding on to the top 10 of that Navy Amsoil Chevrolet. Matson started tonight in the 8th spot. Cully started tonight in 20th in that Wilson Farms. CRT Small Engine Repair, Truckmasters.com Chevrolet. Check on that battle for the third spot. Ooh. Quick, Curry, and Ott all getting a little sideways. Out of turn number 2. Check back in the battle for third and fourth spot. All still holding on to the third spot. Race so far been dominated by both the Rue Motorsports machines. Willaroo has led 13 laps. One of John Schwackert. Quite sure how many laps he has led. Like 33 laps led tonight for the one of John Schwackert. Sorry, that number not correct. I apologize. I believe it was in the 30 range. His best lap was on 33. See if we can get that information. On the one of John Schwackert. 47 laps led tonight from John Schwackert. The lowest that one truck has been tonight is the 10th position. Currently in the second spot. LaRue working out ahead by just over 1 second. Second place battle is on side by side with the Mountain Dew Chevrolet of Josh Ball. They worked their way out of turn number 4. That lap by the 88 of Ball going to be scored in the second spot. Schwackert not going to give it up. Ball will drop deep into that corner. Slide the truck up in front. Schwackert going to lose 2 spots now. He'll drop back to the 4th spot as a 38 of Roger Debo gets around. Take a look at the 38 of Debo. He has led 9 laps tonight in that 38 machine. Information displayed on the bottom of your screen. Started tonight in the 9th position. 88 of Josh Ball has yet to lead a lap in that Mountain Dew Chevrolet. Started in the 7th spot, dropped back to 15th. Powered his way, scratched and clawed back here to the runner-up spot so far. Top 5 after 87 of the 93 laps. Will LaRue, Josh Ball, Roger Debo, John Schwackert, Storm Patterson holds on to that 5th spot. 5 laps to go. One of John Schwackert losing another spot. That truck definitely not good on the long run. There's a look at second place, the 88 of Josh Ball. There is your leader now, 4 laps to go down the back straightaway. '55 of Will LaRue leading the field. Back to John Schwacker. 89 of Matt Quick gonna lose a spot there. Your leader now with 2 laps to go. Bullhorns out of the flag stand. Will LaRue hold on for 2 more laps. To work his way out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Two laps to go. He enters turn number 3.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh wow, yellow flag coming. Rack off of turn number 2. The one of John Schwackart involved in this caution. Oh, the 89 of Quick. Josh Cully gonna get a piece of it. Looks like the 89 of Matt Quick. Down to the apron and right back up in front of Schwackart. And once again. Oh, a bump from the one of Schwackart. And the replay tells the rest of the story. We'll back it up and see what exactly transpired. We'll go back to before the 89 got around the one. Schwackert gonna give up the spot. Drives right down into the next turn. Possibly looks like maybe net code. Take a look, Schwackert awful close to the back end of that machine. Definitely didn't want to bring the caution out with his teammate leading this one. LaRue goes to pit road. Dorn Patterson, John Schwackart stay out on the speedway. Can the 6 Nebula Esports machine basically come back from the dead and steal a win here? Pretty much guarantee himself a spot in the championship race in Atlanta. The one of Schwackert going to give up that runner-up spot. Overtime, here we go. Getting ready to come back to the green. Base car off. And the 6 Nebula Esports of Storm Patterson, hold on. Green flag back in the air. He'll get a good restart here. Old tires versus new. 30 laps on the set of tires for the 6 of Storm Patterson. Can he hold off the charge from the 55 of Will LaRue? Will LaRue gets loose. Roger Debo makes the move to the outside. LaRue still trying to catch the handle on that machine. He finally will, but after losing hot spots wholesale 2 laps ago, here comes Roger Debo. He'll look to the inside of Storm Patterson. They're side by side out of turn number 4. It's a drag race to the white flag. That time led by the 38. Oh Lord, we're gonna go 3 wide into turn number 1. And somebody not gonna make it out of there. Josh Ball gets the clip. Here comes the 35 of Sawyer Ott to the lead. Roger Debo wrecking Josh Cully in it. Big time wreck down the back straightaway. Caution not out on the speedway yet. 35 of Sawyer Ott going to come out of turn number 4. The Darlington 127 going to go to the commish. The Gutter Team truck earned the Racing Network. Fort Worth screen printing on the side of that machine. Dave Matson comes home in a second spot. Josh Ball rallies for the 3rd place finish. And let's go back one more time. Let's watch him go into turn number 1, 3 wide. Roger Debo makes the move out of 4 with 2 laps to go. Josh Ball makes the kamikaze move to the inside. Washes up, takes a 38 down. He puts it back to the wood. And then the Chrysler machine turns the 38 of Roger Debo, and then it was on from there. Back quick, putting the hammer down and driving through it Days of Thunder style. But after the dust settles and clears, your winner, the 35 of Sawyer Ott Celebration on the front straightaway here in Darlington, South Carolina. We will work our way into post-race interviews. Move Sawyer Ott up to the booth. On with Dave Matson. Josh Ball. We're with Josh here first.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I was thinking, because I knew Storm was on old tires. I was talking to Roger. He's like, I knew. So I let him. I was like, just go get him. And then when we came off of 3 or off of 4, I'm like, oh man, I have a huge run and I can pass them both. And then I guess I just, my brain stopped thinking, and I was just like, oh, this is gonna take a 3 wide, no big deal here at Darlington. And then I don't know, about 15 tenths of a second after that, I was like, this ain't gonna work. So I hit the brakes pretty hard, but I barely slid up into Roger, thought I got him back straight, and I was kind of just trying to hold on for dear life after that. Yeah. Yeah, like you said, I mean, I'll take the third place. It should have been second. We shouldn't have that caution literally coming to the white flag. I mean, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I mean, I survived. That was basically it. I feel bad for a couple other people. Roger, he kind of got the worst of it there. Somebody just, I guess they decided to go full throttle into him on the backstretch after people were wrecking. But good job for Sawyer, Dave. They definitely made their way through there. Sawyer had definitely a catbird seat there to just go right around us. But all in all, it was a good race. It was a lot about managing tires. I knew I was the fastest on the long run. I just was hoping we'd have a little bit better of a race, but it is what it is. Go on to next week.
No sound on the broadcast. No sound. Hadn't been sound on the broadcast the whole time. The whole race.
Back here, guess everybody could hear the Discord and not me. Well, I do apologize. They definitely heard your answer to your side of the thing anyway, but thank you once again for running with us, man, and hopefully we can see you keep rolling these off. Maybe go ahead and lock yourself into the championship 4 next weekend. Good luck, and we'll see you at Richmond.
Thanks, Chris. We'll see you.
Alrighty. Joining me back in the booth now, the 09 of Dave Matson. And man, you had a good view there for a crazy ending 3 wide into turn number 1 on the white flag lap. And just kind of walk us through what you saw out of the windscreen on that white flag lap out of that Navy Amsoil machine.
What I saw was a mess. I mean, it just I had to bob and weave through that whole thing and just kind of throttle it all the way through. I mean, I'm surprised that I actually got through it cleanly, and surprised we even got second. We were a little bit of damage on the left side or right side. I'm sorry, from a little bit of wall damage from being pushing it too hard, trying to catch back up. But yeah, Darlington's always fun. You can't count out what's going to happen, um, especially on a green white checker. You just can't. You can't give up, and we didn't. We came out P2. I don't know how that happened, but we came out P2.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, it's a pleasure having you back up here and talking to you again up in the booth, man. And hopefully we can continue this. And we look forward to getting to Richmond and seeing how you can play there. I know anytime the Navy Amsoil machine's in the field, Dave Matson will not be a surprise at the front. Congratulations on P2, and I look forward to seeing you at Richmond.
Appreciate it. Yeah, don't want to thank just the Navy boys, but all our armed forces, everybody, every single service, Air Force, Marine, Navy, Army. Thank you, Coast Guard. Can't forget the Coast Guard. So thanks for serving, and Amsoil, thanks for them coming on, and thank you for doing the broadcast. Thanks for Sawyer putting on the ITRL here for us, but appreciate. Hopefully, one of these days we're going to get back in victory lane. We got to, so eventually.
Oh, definitely. It's coming, that machine, too fast and too good of a driver to stay out of victory lane for too long. Good luck, and look forward to seeing you in victory lane.
Thank you.
In the booth now with me, the 35 Gutter Team truck of Sawyer Yacht League Commissioner. And, man, that was probably one of the wildest white flag laps that we've probably had in the truck series. And Storm Patterson out there on old tires trying to save himself from disaster that struck him and kind of fell off there. Roger and Josh worked so well together all night long. And spoke to Josh. He said his brain kind of quit working, and he put it 3 wide into turn number 1. And you had the catbird seat for all of it.
Yeah, Gris up, wild finisher to say the least. Happy to get a win, man. It feels good. Haven't won in a little while, seems like. But love the truck series, love Gutter Team for supporting us. Happy to get them in victory lanes. Happy to win at Darlington, man. It's a fun track, tough track. Didn't really feel like we had a winning truck tonight, to be honest. The whole race just kind of ran around 7th to 8th and just bided our time, tried to be, hang on one second. Got, just kept it mistake free and kept ourselves in the race. And a couple people made mistakes. We got up in the top 5 there, and we're just able to capitalize, man. Just we see how crazy these races end up. And I just came out of the pits there when the calls came out for the overtime. I was excited because I was like, oh, okay, we got a shot here. Got a shot at a good finish. But on the restart, I'm restarting 6 or so, and thinking if I can clear the guys with old tires, then maybe I got a shot. But LaRue got super loose and got to his outside, and then I was sitting, taking the white. I was 4th behind 3 playoff guys going 3 wide into turn 1, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't really do much here. I'm not going to force issue and wreck them out of a championship, But they all started getting together, and I had the momentum, and I was really good at through 1 and 2. And I just went low, and Josh Ball kind of spun down the track and turned across my nose, and it's a white flag. I mean, I know there's a win right there. I didn't know who was behind me, if they got through the wreck or not. So just had to keep it straight and did what I had to do to keep my my truck under control, and made it through. Saw the gap, and it was just like in disbelief that we were able to get the win there. But super fun and feels good to win. I hate that we missed the playoffs. This means that we could have had a ticket straight to the championship finale, but it just wasn't our season, and it kind of salvages a little bit to get a victory. Had a win last couple seasons in the truck series, and we'll take it. Any way you can get it, just a little bit of luck and putting yourself in the right position is all it takes. And just it's hard to win in the ITRL. I mean, especially the truck series this year. Willaroo's been so strong. Schweikart's fast. Storm, Cherry, all those guys got wins. Kurt Cully was up there, tonight, and as well as Roger. Roger was super fast, and just all the stars aligned, and we we took advantage of it, and here we are in Victory Lane.
It definitely didn't look too good there once you and Dave Matz and Josh Ball kind of got out of the way there and was headed back toward the checkered flag. Josh Cully looked like he was going to get the raw end of the deal, and he comes out of here in the 4th spot. Out of that wreck, I really feel bad for Roger Diebold. He relegated to a 13th place spot, and we back it up even further than that. Unfortunately, Will LaRue's teammate bringing out the caution to send us into overtime, and LaRue just probably made the right move by going down and getting fresh tires, and those cold tires just kind of bit him in the rear there on that restart, and he'll wind up with a 12th place finish. Storm was probably going to wind up with a good finish until Josh took her 3 wide, and I have to say, for as crazy as it was, I almost couldn't believe my eyes. Josh is he's a pretty good racer. Seems like he's got a pretty straight head on his shoulders, and like he mentioned, his brain kind of quit working there for a little bit. But for as crazy as it was, 3 wide into turn 1 at Darlington, they almost made it work.
Yeah, it was definitely a pretty gutsy move, but my hat goes off to it. That's what we're here to do, is race, right? We're not here to just ride around in line. And these guys, they got a championship in mind. They got $100 thanks to Gutter Team. Once again, just got to thank Gutter Team for sponsoring this series and putting up some money for us to come out here and race for. But the system, the way it is, there's only 3 races, and you gotta, those first 2 races, it's hard to capitalize and get into that final 4. It goes from 10 to 4, so 6 guys get eliminated in 2 races. And if you're not one of the guys like William LaRue, who has a bunch of playoff points to lean back on, you almost have to win. If you're the last 4 guys in the chase, like Workman and Josh Ball and a couple other guys that were didn't have any playoff points, they got to win. So they saw the opportunity to win, and you got to go for it. And they can always, if it didn't work out, you do the same thing next week. Go to Richmond. Now it's going to be 1 race, and we'll see where the points land. But some of these guys are going to have to go to Richmond, and their only way to a championship is to win the race. So it's just what the system creates, and that's why we do it, because it's fun, exciting, and makes people step up to the plate and capitalize and win. Because that's what a championship requires, is being consistent, but also winning when it counts. Winning races. So good race tonight, though. I love Darlington. Glad we had a good week here. The Classic Series wrapped up last week. The ARCA Series wrapped up last night. So this is all we got. Next 2 weeks for the ITRL for a little while. We'll go into the off season, Thanksgiving, Christmas break, and then we'll look at next year to come back strong with the premiere and rush and stuff. So appreciate it, everybody, as always. All the sponsors, all the fans that tune in. You, Grissom, for broadcasting, and all the drivers, and everybody have a good night.
All right, man. Have a good one, and we look forward to seeing you at Richmond.
Sounds good, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Riley, your winner, the 35 Gutter Team truck. Fort Worth screen printing on the side of that machine as well, along the Iron Thunder Racing Network. Appreciate Sawyer, league commissioner, for all he does. This league has come a long way in what seems like such a short time. Already 5 seasons into our truck series. Definitely been a blast. Can't thank Sawyer. Dylan Hale as well. The count up there in the admin booth with the Hawkeye system, which is his own set of eyes, keeping everybody in line with their rule book. Does a great job. Has to make a lot of calls on the fly. Appreciate Justin White for stepping in to give him and Sawyer a hand on the admin duties, along with Kevin Hash when we have him. Look forward to having him back here more on a regular basis once we start our Russian Premier Series. We'll see the 03 Woodlawn, Virginia native of Kevin Hash back in the field each and every week as we continue to see Sawyer Ott celebrate here. do apologize to Josh Ball for my mic not working and to you fans watching during the third place interviews. Definitely believe he was able to get what he needed across. You guys should have been able to hear him. Fortunately, my mic decided to turn itself off. But while we're here, let's get the finishing order on the screen here. Once again, congratulations to Sawyer, Dave Matson, and Josh Ball on their podium finish. From 20th spot, bringing home the 4th place finish, Josh Cully in the 33. Matt Quick powers through the calamity on the back straightaway to finish in the 5th spot. Kelvin Mosier brings home 6th. Brendan King Kloosterhoe 7th. 8th belongs to Adam Strong. John Garrett, he'll bring home the 9th spot. 10th will be Zach Krauser in the 39. Storm Patterson relegated to the 11th place finish in that 6 Nebula Esports machine. Will LaRue, a tough break on the restart there in overtime. He'll bring home the 12th spot. 13th belongs to Roger Diebold. Tough break for him in that Ford machine as he was in a spot for a top 3 in turn number 1 on the white flag lap. 14th going to go home to the 74, Brian Wertman. Matt Cherry brings home 15th, John Schwackert. 16th, 17th belongs to Elaine Hughes. 18th, Bailey Curry. Tressenant, 19th. Justin Franklin in the 20th position. Ray Rittenauer, 21st. Matt Jorgensen, 22nd. Justin White, 23rd. Credited with 24th, and Matt Hendricks in the 69. 25th finish goes to the 27th of Menon Gregory. Next Tuesday night, we will leave Richmond Raceway with 4 drivers vying for the Iron Thunder Racing League Gutter Team Truck Series at Atlanta Motor Speedway, November the 2nd. So 2 more races left here in Season 5. We will crown a champion. Appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. While it's on my mind, I want to give a shout out to Alex Little working behind the scenes. Going to see a little transformation in the broadcast. Some new graphics coming to you in just a short time as Alex Little working on those. So you'll see a fresh new set of graphics. Special thanks to him and the rest of our drivers in the Iron Thunder Racing League. From Darlington, South Carolina, y'all keep showing up. We'll keep showing out. Good night, everybody.